A further competitive section takes crews to the Nizwa Motel for a brief service halt, followed by Parc Ferme. El Hadri's Porsche is still clean, the only problems being oil blowing out of a breather pipe, which mechanics soon fix, and a puncture during a road section. Also penalty-free at this point are the two Toyota Celicas. They have had rather more to contend with, however. Bin Sulayem damaged his car whilst catching Kleint up in thick dust. He ploughed straight on into a pile of rocks, damaging the crossmember, knocking the track out, and wiping off most of his lights. He just made it into the time control without incurring penalties, and mechanics work at a frenzied pace to rectify the damage. Teammate Sala, meanwhile, gives his lights an extra polish. There is very little else needed on his car. Meanwhile, back outside the Nizwa Motel, ARG mechanics wait anxiously for the arrival of Tony Pond. Rumours are already circulating that he is stopped at the side of the road on Section 1. His teammate Abdullah Omar arrives to be met by an anxious team manager, Colin Malkin.
Colin, what's the problem with Tony?
Hit a rock. We've been told he hit a rock. And there's oil. So we don't honestly know. We've sent somebody in to fetch the car out.
Yeah.
We can't really tell.
Well, we were about 10 k's into the first stage and he came past us sounding a bit sick. Yeah.
He was 20 k's in when he stopped.
Yeah.
So we don't really know. When we know, we'll let you know.
Okay, thanks, Colin. Cheers.
The top three cars on 0 penalties were followed by 3 on 2 minutes. Kleint, Tony Georgiou, and the Gulf Air Porsche of Al Masawi. It arrived at the Nizwa control with low oil pressure and a damaged rocker arm, and the team were to spend an awful lot of time trying to effect repairs. Sadly, all their efforts were to no avail, and they eventually retired. A second loop over the same stages, with one section slightly longer, brought crews back to the Nizwa Motel for another service and rest halt. The Porsche was still in first place with 0 penalties, with the two Toyotas dropping a minute on sections 7 and 9 to lie equal second, 2 minutes in arrears. Kleint was 3 minutes behind them and feeling rather unhappy about the handling, and also complaining that the big Mercedes was down on